The history of India finds its roots in the emergence of the Indus Valley Civilization, IVC, also known as the Harappan Civilization. Flourishing around 2500 BCE in the western part of South Asia, this civilization encompassed regions of contemporary Pakistan and western India. It was home to one of the four great ancient urban civilizations alongside Egypt, Mesopotamia, and China. In the 1920s, archaeologists in India uncovered the ruins of two ancient cities, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. In 1924, John Marshall, Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India, formally introduced this remarkable civilization to the world. The Indus Valley Civilization evolved through three phases: the early Harappan phase, 3300 to 2600 BCE, the mature Harappan phase, 2600 to 1900 BCE, and the late Harappan phase, 1900 to 1300 BCE. The early Harappan period is closely linked with the Hakra phase in the Gagahakra River Valley. The first examples of the Indus script date back to around 3000 BCE, marking the rise of a centralized authority and the development of urban life. This period saw the establishment of trade networks and the cultivation of various crops, including peas, sesame seeds, dates, and cotton. Kotdiji represents a crucial settlement that bridged the transition to the mature Harappan phase. By 2600 BCE, this civilization had reached its peak, with large urban centers like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in present-day Pakistan and Lothal in India. The decline of this civilization began around 1800 BCE, and by 1700 BCE, many of its cities were abandoned. However, elements of the Indus Valley Civilization persisted in later cultures, with archaeological evidence indicating traces of the late Harappan culture until around 1000 to 900 BCE. The Harappans were remarkable town planners, designing their cities with an advanced grid system. Each city had a citadel, possibly occupied by the ruling class, and a lower town where the common people lived. Granaries were a significant feature of these cities, and the use of burnt bricks for construction was a noteworthy achievement, as contemporary Egyptian structures relied primarily on dried bricks. The drainage system in Mohenjo-daro was particularly impressive, with each house having a courtyard and bathroom. In Kalibangan, many houses had private wells, while cities like Dholavira and Lothal in Gujarat were fortified, with separate sections within the town enclosed by walls. Agriculture was the backbone of the Indus Valley Civilization, with settlements near floodplains producing abundant food grains. Wheat, barley, peas, sesame, lentils, chickpeas, mustard, and millets were cultivated, though rice usage was relatively rare. The people of this civilization were the earliest known cultivators of cotton. While their exact agricultural methods remain uncertain, depictions of bulls on seals and terracotta sculptures suggest that oxen were used for plowing. Many settlements were in semi-arid regions, necessitating irrigation, though evidence of canals has only been found at Chortagai in Afghanistan. The Harappans also practiced large-scale animal husbandry, though the role of the horse in their society remains a subject of debate. Trade played a vital role in Harappan society, as evidenced by the uniformity of their seals, script, and standardized weights and measures. The Harappans engaged in extensive trade in stone, metal, and shell, operating on a barter system since metal currency was not yet in use. They navigated the Arabian Sea and established trading colonies in northern Afghanistan to facilitate commerce with Central Asia. Trade relations also extended to Mesopotamia, with the Harappans engaging in long-distance trade of materials like lapis lazuli, which was highly valued among the elite. Craftsmanship was highly developed in the Indus Valley Civilization. The Harappans were skilled in metallurgy, using copper from the Khetri mines of Rajasthan and tin from Afghanistan to produce bronze. They also excelled in brick making, pottery, bead making, seal making, and boat building. Their goldsmiths crafted intricate jewelry from gold, silver, and precious stones, while their potters produced distinctive glossy ceramics. Despite the lack of decipherable written records, scholars have attempted to understand the political and social structure of the Indus Valley civilization. The absence of temples suggests that the society was not dominated by a priestly class. Instead, Harappa may have been ruled by merchants or a decentralized system of governance. The archaeological record provides no clear evidence of a centralized power, leading to speculation that either the civilization had no single ruler or multiple leaders controlled different urban centers. Religion in the Indus Valley civilization was deeply intertwined with nature and fertility. Numerous terracotta figurines of women, particularly one depicting a plant sprouting from a woman's embryo, suggest the worship of a fertility goddess, much like the Egyptian deity Isis. A male deity, often associated with the Hindu god Shiva as Pashupati Mahadeva, is depicted on seals with a horned headdress, seated in a yogic posture, surrounded by animals. The Harappans also venerated trees and animals, particularly the unicorn-like rhinoceros and the humped bull. Numerous stone amulets have been discovered, indicating a belief in protective charms. The decline of the Indus Valley civilization around 1800 BCE remains a subject of scholarly debate. Some theories suggest an Aryan invasion led to its downfall, but archaeological evidence indicates a more gradual transition rather than a sudden conquest. Many scholars attribute the decline to natural factors, such as geological and climatic changes. Tectonic disturbances may have caused earthquakes, altering the courses of rivers or drying them up. Shifts in monsoon patterns and flooding could have also disrupted agricultural production, leading to food shortages. The combination of these environmental factors likely contributed to the slow but inevitable collapse of this once thriving civilization.